Hi, it's Dr. Kenny Levine. Welcome back to Health Talk, WEYW19.com and Uverse. I'm here with Marc Decker. Marc, I need to get back to the golf thing for a minute. There are things that we do in the gym to enhance the strength, and we're using my shoulders, we're using my core, we're doing all that stuff. If I was a tennis player, would it be different or would it be the same?
Yes, it would definitely be different. I would be adding a lot more lateral movements on your legs, concentrating more on that for your focus of your workouts versus, say, someone who's golfing. Golfing, you don't need so much lateral movements on your legs because you're stationary for the most part. Tennis, what you're trying to do in a tennis game is totally different than what you do in a golf game. Well, our bodies are very specific to what we train. So if you're running a race, no matter if you could bike a mountain, that does not transfer over to running. Same thing. If you could swim 10 miles, trying to run a mile, you wouldn't be able to do. Our bodies are very specific to what we train them to.
No, it's funny. I remember this goes back probably 25 years. I was jogging 25 miles a week, and a friend of mine says, "Come on, let's go to an aerobics class." I almost died.
Yep.
I mean, it was completely different. I was in great shape, I thought, but not for aerobics.
I would have been right there with you, being the first one to give out. I train myself in very explosive, fast twitch movements. I'm the first one to die out because my rep scheme's different. So then an aerobic class, which uses no weight, and you're just, to me, it's like dancing. But once I hit those certain amount of reps, I'm the first one to give out an aerobics class.
Before we go on, Marc, tell people where they can locate you, your address, phone number, website, things like that.
Okay, I can be located at 8958 Cleary Boulevard, Plantation, Florida, 33324, or online at www.gymunity.com. And
your phone number?
Cell phone 661-607-3571.
And for those of you who don't know, 661 is from California.
California, I was out there in LA.
Okay, you still carry the cell phone from LA. They haven't caught you yet, that's
Nope.
good. You know, going back to that, I was on vacation a couple of summers ago, and my wife and other couple we were with said, let's take a Pilates class. So I'd never done Pilates. That's great. So we go to this Pilates class, and the lady says, if you get tired, just lay down and rest. So I laid down and rested. I fell asleep. It was the first time, she said, first time in 20 years anybody fell asleep in the class. As we get older, and I don't know if any of my friends, they tell me the same thing, you know, until they get out of bed in the morning and get in the shower, things are really tough to get going. They feel stiff and achy. Once we get in the hot shower, it helps quite a bit. Talk briefly about warming up or stretching before we do procedures like I play golf.
Okay, I always suggest some sort of warm-up. I actually suggest a warm-up, I call it a dynamic warm-up versus stretching prior to your workout. This is an issue that every trainer has their own opinion on. Some trainers believe in stretching, some trainers don't. I don't believe in stretching in the beginning. I stretch at the end of the workout. I basically just prepare your body to do the movements with body-weighted exercises, to prepare your movements to handle the weighted exercises that you're going to be doing throughout the workout.
Okay, now I go to the golf course. I'm going to play 18 holes of golf. I would typically stretch my own stretch. What are you suggesting I do instead?
Instead of holding it as, like, a stretch in a static position like that, I would kind of do quick little movements just like that.
Okay.
I wouldn't hold anything too long for that. Just like anything else, you don't necessarily stretch something that's cold. Okay, and that's how I look at your muscle. When you're walking in, you're stretching a cold muscle. I'd rather feed that muscle fresh blood from warming it up.
Okay, so you get a new client who comes to you, they're referred by a friend or family member, and they want to just see you, see if they like you, see if they like what you have to say. How's that handled? Is there a fee for that first appointment with you?
For the first appointment, I do not charge a fee. I give a complimentary consultation and session, which essentially what I'm doing is just gauging you. You can't come in there and say, hey, I want to work out, and I'm like, okay, let me do your workout. A lot of trainers would, but what I do on the first time is just gauge where you're at a level. Everyone starts at their own level. I can't have you jumping on a Bosu ball if you can't even do a regular squat.
You know, it's funny because in our office, which we just celebrated 37 years, we do complimentary exams, consults, digital x-rays. So we let people come in to visit with us. We gather all the information. They get me for about an hour of my time. It doesn't cost them anything. And that's quite a bargain.
That's a deal right there.
That's a pretty good deal, right? Yeah. So you know what? I'm going to look forward to seeing you tomorrow night at 4:30.
I look forward to it.
Appreciate it. Again, it's Dr. Kenny Levine with Health Talk. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
When you're smiling First impressions are priceless.
I'm Dr. Kenny Levine. For the past 37 years, we've been helping patients of all ages restore their smiles. Today, with modern technology and lasers, we're able to treat infants of 7 days old. We treat their parents. We help them not only keep their teeth, but restore function for the rest of their lives.
Call 954-603-7109.